Hello and welcome to Political Bazaar. Today with me to discuss Karnataka, the issues in Karnataka and the developments through the day, I have with me Bhupendra Chaube, the Executive Editor, CNN News 18. Thank you, Bhupen, for coming back on Political Bazaar. Over the past 2 weeks, there's been a lot of development in Karnataka. MLAs getting back to what is now infamously called resort politics. This time they have chosen Bombay, Mumbai, and first it was about 13. Now they say about 16 MLAs are there. How do you see this thing?
The Natak of Karnataka has really become the most unfortunate political exercise in Indian politics. What you're seeing unfold now in 2019, we've seen the same story unfold in 2008 when Mr. Deve Gowda was attempting his level best to broker a deal with the BJP then and try and install his son Kumaraswamy
In four.
in four as 4 and 8 both as chief minister. In 2004 it was about Lok Sabha, 2008 it was about Vidhan Sabha. So the story has been more or less same. The problem this time around for the Congress party in particular is a little more acute. In the past, what used to happen was that whenever a political crisis like this would unfold in Karnataka, there would be someone at the center within the Congress party who would be willing to call the final shots. Unfortunately, this time around, Mr. Siddaramaiah does not have that kind of statewide political acceptability. Rahul Gandhi is very clear that he does not want to be the president. Who should be the next president who's in a position to pick up the phone and speak to these rebel MLAs? Nobody knows. So therefore, the BJP believes that state of Karnataka is ideal for its picking, which is why the moment Mr. Kumaraswamy on Saturday said that I am going to prove my majority in the floor of the Karnataka Assembly, the BJP said, fine, we want you to prove your assembly majority.
And that's what they've done today. They've actually met the speaker just a short while, and they have asked, they've actually pressed for a no confidence motion. Just to bring it in perspective, in 2018, when the elections happened, BJP got 104 seats, the Congress 80, and the JDS 37. And to stop the BJP from forming the government, the Congress and the JDS joined hands, and HD Kumaraswamy, with 37 MLAs, became the chief minister of Karnataka. Since then, there have been great infighting between the Congress and the JDS, which was reflected in the people's dissatisfaction, and the results of the just concluded Lok Sabha election showed that. Let me come to another point. What do you think is going to happen in the hours or the days ahead now? The speaker, he's not left with much of an option now.
I think the speaker has straightforward scenario which has to unfold before him because there is a Supreme Court ruling as well. The speaker, by the way, someone who's played the role of a politician on multiple occasions on the big screen and on television cameras, he's a man known for his one-liners. So I expect him to come up maybe with some drama, some melodrama in the Karnataka Assembly today or tomorrow. But if you are asking me that what's the possibility of the Congress and JDS combined holding on to this government in Karnataka, I think that possibility by the minute is receding. I don't think that Mr. Kumaraswamy can hold on to this government unless there can be another twist in the tail. And I have absolutely no doubts in my mind that in Karnataka's Natak, absolutely anything is possible, where the JDS decides to dump the Congress party and the JDS decides to move with the BJP. The problem there is that Mr. Kumaraswamy cannot be the chief minister then because the BJP has 110 MLAs. And Yedurappa, who's been waiting in the wings for the longest time, he made a bid in 2017 end itself when the elections were held 2017-18, and he attempted because the BJP was hardly 2 MLAs short.
Yes, and
at that time, 6 MLAs short at that time, and it was only and only because of the bad press which was generated around this move which was made by the BJP, with the Congress approaching the doors of the Supreme Court at the stroke of the midnight hour, that the BJP decided to withdraw. Otherwise, the BJP would have got itself a government in Karnataka then and there itself. I think now, with the kind of crisis which exists within the Congress party at the center, the kind of mandate which Narendra Modi has at the center, Mr. Yedurappa believes this is the best time. Try and go in for the kill.
now let's talk about the BJP. The BJP, as I earlier said, they have the maximum number of MLAs in the House. There's a lot of charges of horse trading happening. Nothing has been proven as of now. So do you think in such a scenario, if the BJP were to form a government, would it reflect well? Because there's another fact also that we have to take into account that this government, the JDS Congress combined, has been in power for a little over 13 months. They have a good 4 years ahead of them, or a little short of 4 years. Do you think the BJP, if they were to form the government, it would reflect good in them by any means coming to power? Would that be the tag on them?
Well, let's call a spade a spade. The truth is that MLAs don't think in terms of switching sides so often unless there is some kind of attraction which they see on the other side. Let's say, for an argument's sake, say all these 10, 12 MLAs of the Congress JDS combined who are all moving away from their respective parties towards the Bharatiya Janata Party. We've seen in the past there have been many sting operations which have been done. Mr. Yedurappa's own son B.Y. Raghavendra. I remember there was a sting operation allegedly which showed him trying to broker a deal with some of these MLAs. Now, are similar attempts not being made? Maybe they are. But look at the difference, and that's where the crisis which exists within the Congress at the center comes to the fore. The last time an attempt was made like this, the Congress could rally the opposition around itself. Today, where is that opposition? Today, because Rahul Gandhi does not want to be the Congress president, the Congress does not know what's its road ahead. Therefore, despite maybe some evidence which exists on the ground of horse trading, the Congress and the opposition parties cannot convert it into a political movement, which is why I say that it's highly possible that within the next 24 hours, you may well see a BJP-led government there.
Now, my point is, again, we were talking about horse trading and, actually MLAs moving en masse to actually the other side. The same has happened in Goa. 10 MLAs. You think this is actually going to repeat? Now, it's happened in Goa. It's happening in Karnataka as we speak. The next is Punjab, another state which the Congress is in power. The Chief Minister Amrinder Singh has serious differences with another senior leader, Sidhu, who has resigned. He tweeted his resignation letter. You think things are again rumbling around there?
Well, let me give you the big headline there. What is actually happening is within the BJP combined, there is a feeling that with the Bharatiya Janata Party getting 50% votes in the Lok Sabha election, they believe that this is the right time for them to move in for kill in those states where either you can weaken the Congress or you can simply dislodge the Congress.
Okay.
So say in a state like Karnataka, you can dislodge the Congress, you'll do that. In a state like Goa, where anyways the Bharatiya Janata Party is in power, the idea is to create a scenario where the Congress is just completely deprived of any oxygen whatsoever. In a state like Punjab, where there is an Amrinder Singh who practices exactly the same kind of politics as the Prime Minister does, strong, muscular, national-oriented politics, you can only attempt to weaken the Congress party. So what you're seeing is across the country, either in states the Congress-led chief ministers or in governments which are being backed by the Congress party, the BJP will try and dislodge those governments. If they can't, they'll try and weaken the Congress party.
That comes to the next two important states which the Congress won in December, just a couple of months back, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. You think Madhya Pradesh, it's wafer thin, you think that's wobbling quite a bit?
Yeah, I mean, look at the story of Madhya Pradesh. You're looking at a scenario where the Congress party had a lead of just over 6 MLAs. Now, Kamal Nath, who's the Madhya Pradesh chief minister and a master of looking at all kinds of troublesome political coalitions, can he not handle the situation? He can. And maybe only he can within the Congress scenario which exists as of now. But if the feeling is that to be associated with the Congress party today for an MLA is like a death wish. Okay. If you're a member of the Congress party, a Karyakarta of the Congress party, it's like swallowing poison. Then I think the Congress may well find the going very, very difficult, whether it's in Madhya Pradesh or in Rajasthan.
Is this a larger reflection? This is the last point that I want to make and just ask you. Is it a larger reflection that the Congress, a few months after a devastating Lok Sabha defeat, has given up? The leadership, Rahul Gandhi has resigned, and there's been a lot of tamasha over there as to who the leader can be. Youth Congress MLAs protesting in front of his house, asking him to withdraw his resignation. He being adamant, he's sending his resignation. The Congress Working Committee not being able to actually select a leader. You think the Congress, this is a greater reflection of the Congress in many ways disintegrating?
This is also a greater reflection of the fact that with this 50% vote share that the BJP got in Lok Sabha elections, this feeling that if you have to be in politics, you should be pitching your tent somewhere around Narendra Modi. This feeling is now growing. And if it grows at the legislature level, and if it continues to grow, let's say at a panchayat level, I think the scenario may be very, very difficult for the Congress party. Even if the Congress gets hold of a new president, say within the next week, 2 weeks, are we to assume just because they have a new president, this sentiment of pitching your tent somewhere around Modi, will this sentiment reduce or not? Less than 2 months from now, the state of Maharashtra goes to polls. By the end of the year, you probably may have Jammu Kashmir, you certainly have Haryana, you certainly have Jharkhand. What are you going to do? If you're in the opposition space, how do you think in terms of mounting a challenge against Narendra Modi-led BJP, I think is at the crux of this entire dilemma before the opposition today.
A leader would at least definitely inspire Congress. As Bhupen said, this is definitely now at the moment a problem Karnataka is facing, but with the leadership crisis and a very aggressive BJP, you can expect things to unravel in other states. For Karnataka developments and more, stay tuned to moneycontrol.com.